Welcome to the Misfit Nation, Lyla and Heaven McCarty. Lyla is 10 years old now, getting make me feel old. I remember when she was a little girl when I worked out there in St. Louis, and now she's a big 10-year-old. And she has a good story she wants to tell you to raise awareness to what's going on in her life. Welcome to the show, Lyla.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's my honor, my privilege to have you and your mom on here. Your mom's like my sister, so it's good to have her on here and we can chat and see each other for once and not have to go to an event. So tell us a little bit about you, Lyla. What did you like doing before last year?
So before last year, when I got diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome, I liked to play soccer and volleyball. Soccer was my favorite to do, and I just started the volleyball team. But since of COVID, we couldn't do any games. And this year we're just starting games again, but I can't do it. And so that made me feel really upset.
Well, I bet. And what was your position in soccer?
I was either right wing or defense.
Which one do you like better?
Right wing.
Right wing, so you can score?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always more fun to score than have to stop people.
Yeah, because my dad always told me if I got a goal, then he would take me out for ice cream.
Nice. Mom didn't get you ice cream?
No.
Gosh.
I know. What a mom.
Dads always get to do the fun stuff. So when did you start having the weird feelings that you didn't know where the pain was coming from?
So actually, specifically on Super Bowl night, my left legs and foot started feeling really weird, and it really hurt. And I was like, "Mom, something's wrong." And my mom's like, "It's probably just growing pains. Leave it alone, and it'll go away." And then it went away, and then it came back. When?
Just a couple of days later.
A couple of days later, and it was 10 times worse, and I was just laying on the floor screaming because it hurt so bad. And I wouldn't eat dinner, and yeah.
So how long did it last the second time? It was like a whole day or?
Well, so that day I was baking. I just finished baking a cake.
A cake?
And I was sitting down. I don't remember what I was doing.
You were sitting down with your sister.
Yeah, I think we were like, I don't know, we were talking and laughing, and all of a sudden my legs started hurting like really, really bad. So I laid on, I was like, let me like put it up on the chair. So I laid down on the ground, put it up on the chair, and it just got worse. And then I started crying and screaming. It hurt so bad. And it lasted all night. I couldn't go to bed. Luckily, we didn't have to go to the hospital, but the next day I ended up not going to school. We went to my pediatrician. We went and got x-rays, and they saw nothing. And then a couple days later, we went to, what is it called?
The orthopedic specialist?
The orthopedic specialist. And Dr. Daniel checked me out, and she diagnosed me and sent me home with a walker.
She didn't diagnose you yet. She
Oh.
thought that could be the case, but she wanted to do quite a bit more before deciding that. But Rich had asked how long the pain lasted that time. She hasn't been pain-free since then.
Oh, wow.
So it hasn't ever gone away completely since then. Sometimes it's worse and sometimes it's not as bad, but there's not been any time without it since then.
That's almost a year straight now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's incredible. And how long did it, you said that was her initial diagnosis. She said it might be that. So how many more tests and things, the pokes and prods did you have to go through to find out, hey, this is actually CRPS?
She went through quite a bit. She got more x-rays.
And then I went
blood. You got blood work.
I got blood work twice. And then I got a nerve induction.
None of that's fun. Not one of those things is fun.
Yeah.
Then I know the x-rays are even hurt because they're trained to hurt you when they give you x-rays. Why they're trained to do that, but they make you get hurt. They put you in positions you never would naturally be in to take a picture, and then it hurts more. And then they tell you it's your fault for some reason. I don't understand that either. And then giving blood is never fun either. And I'm sure you've had to give a lot of blood since then in other tests. You're probably getting used to that now. You're a champ.
She's working on it, right?
Working on it. Does mom get you candy when you do good at these doctor's appointments?
We usually go out for a treat, and I usually pick boba.
Boba tea.
Bubble tea. Nice. I tried that for the first time last week, actually.
For Christmas I got a boba tea set, and I get to make my own at home.
Nice. Now you don't have to go out. That's good.
Oh.
You just make it for mom at home.
That's right. She doesn't make it for me. She makes it for her sister.
Do you charge her?
Nope. My sister, so what she does is when she wants something to eat, she'll be like, "Mom, will you make me this?" I'll be like, "Okay." And so I make it for her, and if I make it for her, she cleans up.
Oh, that's a good trade-off.
Yeah,
I
because
was the youngest, I had to clean everything. So
Oh,
Mommy's
work.
rule
it is
Eh.
mommy's kitchen rule.
is if you bake something, you have to clean up your dishes.
Nice. Here I'm
Which
not
I-
allowed to do much, so it's good.
But I try to bake when the dishwasher is dirty. Put stuff in the dishwasher.
You already got this. You already got it figured out, huh?
Yep.
At 10. Golly. So I know you had to go all the way to Cincinnati for a doctor's appointment. How was that trip?
It was a rough 5 hours.
A rough-
Yep. But when we got there, we had to go the day before. And when we got there, we went to this massive hotel.
Oh.
And then that night, what did we do?
Nothing.
Did we swim?
Oh, you swam, yeah.
I swam in the pool, and the next morning we had to get up bright and early, and then we had to go to our
Appointment.
appointment.
It's a long appointment too,
Oh my gosh, yes.
like 4 hours.
4 hours? Wow. What did they do at that appointment? Just check everything?
Huey.
Do you remember all the doctors you met with there, the different types of doctors? You want to talk about that?
So I met the physical therapist, the pain psychologist,
Pain psychologist, the medical
the
doctor,
medical doctor,
and the nurse practitioner.
and the nurse.
For 4 hours with all of them?
One per each.
Wow. And you stayed focused the whole time?
I lost like track.
You lost a lot of brain cells that day?
I did.
So how do you manage the pain now? Is there ways that you can keep it lower or higher, or I mean, not higher, but from going higher?
So I can't really like control it. Kind of does what it wants to do,
But you know some things that make it worse.
but I do. So getting up and moving around a lot makes it worse. But also like just sitting down or laying down can sometimes just keep my mind focused on it because I'm just sitting there doing nothing. But I usually, when it's really hurting, mommy finds me like a recipe that I can bake to try to take my mind off of it. Like one night it was hurting at 8 o'clock and I made cupcakes at 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
And she
doesn't
does-
just help you, it helps everybody.
Right. She knows certain things like, she can't, like nobody can touch it. They can't touch her leg. There's certain like clothes that she can't have touch it. So that makes it worse. Hot water. So like water.
Oh, wow.
So
Like, and it feels like boiling water. Like if it's like just like barely warm, it feels like my foot's in boiling water. And so when I take a bath or a shower, I have to like hang it out the side.
Oh, wow.
Or I will take the shower and then pour a bunch of cold water on.
It's a lot of extra work now you have to go through for what I've read. It's not curable. So the rest of your life, I guess you have to manage this. And you're going to fight, right?
Yes.
You can keep fighting.
Yeah, and today we actually found out some bad news about Cincinnati. We found out that they are not taking any more people in for the next while.
they have a freeze right now because of, they need the space
Of
for, Mhm. So
course.
we don't know now when she'll be able to get in.
But as soon as that freezes up, they'll hopefully get her on the list again. Or
Yeah, she's on the list. Like
Okay.
she's on the list. It's just, they don't know how long. It could be 2 weeks. It could be another month before they can start the process, which was very disappointing for her today to get that news. Originally, we thought that in the next 2 weeks, she'd get to go.
Ah, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, that's okay, right?
Is there any other hospitals that actually do the treatment, or is that the best one closest?
There is one.
There's a couple, but a lot of them don't take patients younger than 13 with this. So quite a few of them specialize and have programs like this, but they start at 13. And then some of them are much further away, like Boston, California. So, yeah.
Wow.
But we don't have an inpatient program here. So
Okay.
that's why we were going to Cincinnati. We see a clinic here on an outpatient basis, but they decided that what she needed was something more intensive, and they don't have it here.
Okay. And that was at the hospital right there by the park?
Yeah, St. Louis Children's.
St. Louis Children. Yeah. How about at Vanderbilt? Did Vanderbilt have anything or no?
Not that I know of. Like I said, there's very few. I called so many.
Probably every one of them.
Yeah, and asking like, would you be open to admitting a 10-year-old? And understandably so. They have 13 to like 21, and having a 10-year-old changes things. So they were like, nope.
Wow. I wonder why. Did they ever say why they start at 13 and not anything below? Is it because they figured out how to deal up to then or something? Or?
They didn't say, but it's very rare, and it's very rare in younger kids. So I think it's just what has been a population that they would be able to serve better is one that it's more common with.
Okay. I guess what they're comfortable with, they don't want to go outside that zone now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, how can someone help you to make you feel better?
Is it helpful for people to know and understand CRPS? Because
Yeah.
that's hard, isn't it?
Spoonies.
Yeah. Do you want to explain spoonies?
So spoonies is kind of like how you explain the pain of CRPS. Like if everybody starts out at the day with 12 spoons and you wake up and you use up your spoons at the course of one day, and your spoons are kind of like your energy. And so a person with CRPS, they wake up like getting out of bed would already be one spoon gone. And then like getting ready in the morning would be like 2-3 spoons gone. And
and then eating and everything, how
and
much
then that would
energy.
leave you with 8 spoons left, and then like getting in the car is 1 spoon, and then throughout your whole day you would lose all your spoons and have no energy when other people still have all their spoons and can run around.
Oh, wow. So that should help some people understand this. Then there's, I looked up online, there's tons of different definitions of it and tons of different angles you can go from. It's really crazy how much studies are on there about this and really in depth. I didn't realize how many people in the military have CRPS, and they treat them in San Antonio, Texas. That's I was telling you about the experimental ketamine stuff, and
Yeah.
that was helping them. And a lot of them, it was so bad that they actually asked to have limbs removed because of the pain.
Yeah, I've had people reach out to me. So since Lyla's story has started to get out there, people who've reached out to me, and I've talked to people personally who made those choices. They would rather have it gone because the pain stops then than to try to continue to go through it.
Go through that deal every day, the roller coaster every day of not knowing how bad it'll be or how much you have to manage it that day.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that's really hard for Lyla is she's constantly on edge of what's going to make it bad, which is
so many things that can make it bad.
Yeah, and then sometimes it just happens without anything in particular, or something small, like the dog steps on her foot and she screams, and it's just hard. And it takes an emotional toll.
I
on
bet.
her.
You really wouldn't want to come here with my big fat dog because he'll jump all over you and hit every part of your body. You might forget about the main pain, but you'll have to forget all over it.
Maybe that's what we need. Do you think? Forget about Jerry, have big dog hurt you somewhere else?
He's only 100 pounds. He thinks he's 15. He'll jump on your lap. He'll give you a bath. He's great. You want to borrow him?
I'm good.
So how does someone help you to raise money and awareness?
Go to your website.
Go to my website and buy my cookies.
What's the
sign up.
website?
LylasDreamBakery.com.
And what kind of cookies do you have there?
We have regular sugar cookies, and they're pig cookies. And then, do we still have the?
I don't think we have the gingerbread ones anymore.
Okay, we had a Christmas special gingerbread pig cookies, but I don't think we have them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So you designed the cookies
I did.
and the pig. Why'd you choose a pig?
Because why not?
You're your favorite.
Yeah.
It's your favorite. It's the spirit animal, the pig.
Yeah.
You tell them you like pigs so much. Why do you like pigs?
You tell me.
No, you tell them.
Tell them.
She said she likes pigs because they oink.
Let's take a look.
And they're cute. And why not pigs?
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome and they're small.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she loves them huge too.
Oh wow.
We went to a
Pig.
pig farm for her birthday.
And we stayed 3 nights.
In Lynn, Missouri, and they had she had to be like, I don't know, 400-pound pig named Gloria that sleeps on a toddler mattress on the front porch.
Oh my
And
God.
Loved her.
There were 8 pigs in the backyard.
You were in heaven, weren't you?
Yeah, and I got to lay down and sleep with Gloria. She doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
No, she doesn't. She sleeps on the front porch. She only got up once while we were there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's pretty big to move around, so that's probably it's a lot of work. How does someone get in contact with you or your mom to find out how to help you?
Do you want to give them your mailing address?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know it.
You do.
I know my email.
Oh, your email?
Yes. My email is Lyla McCarty 11 at iCloud.com.
Mhm,
Lyla McCarty 11 at iCloud.com.
And she does have a PO box, which she really loves getting to hear from people. She's heard from people all over the world.
Awesome.
Like Britain,
Taiwan.
Canada.
And she loves getting to read about other people who have had experiences with CRPS or just how people have reacted to her story. And her mailing address is PO Box 1044, Imperial, Missouri 63052.
All right. Hopefully everyone can send you love and good stories and maybe stuffed pigs to put all around the house. Would that make you happy? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Anything you want to tell anyone else that might be going through CRPS right now, how to go through, how to fight it, or how to be mentally strong?
What do you do? What do you focus on?
Not focused on it.
Not let it be your focus?
Yep.
Do you think that sometimes you have to just remember that things can change? What's that word that we talked about that people gave you that starts with an H?
Hope.
So you got to have some hope, right? The other H word, big heart. The hope, big heart, and that big smile, you should be able to make it through everything.
She's
Right?
strong.
You're a strong girl. I mean, I know grown people that wouldn't be able to deal with what you're going through. You're doing great things. So keep up the good fight, and hopefully we get some listeners on here that'll help you out too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And once again, this is Lyla and Heather McCarty on the Misfit Nation. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Rich.
You're welcome.